Hey boys and girls, and welcome to reading. Today I want to teach you that readers notice how the illustrations and words work together. You can study how the words relate to each other and ask themselves, how do the illustrations and the text work together to add meaning about the characters and the setting? So let's take a look at the example in The Little Fox in the Snow. We read this story on Friday of last week. So let's look at the pictures and the words and see how they go together. On this page in the text, there is a fox inside of its home on this side, and then it's over here coming out of its home with the air being really cold. You can see its breath. Now, using these pictures and using the text, it never tells me what type of fox, but I can tell from the picture what it looks like. It also says a little foxling right here, little foxling, little fox, asleep in your hole. I can tell from the picture right here, it's not a teeny baby with its mommy. It's old enough to be on its own, so it's probably a young fox. So based on the picture and based on the words, I'm able to understand more about this character. The setting is the other thing that I'm looking at on this page. It says asleep in your hole, right here, asleep in your hole. I can tell from the picture that it is in a hole underground. I can tell that's the opening. This is the hole underground. It's dark on the sides. It says out into the snow. Out into the snow. From the picture, I can tell that it is not just a little bit of snow, that it is really deep. Right here, out into the snow. So it's telling me where this story takes place, the setting, and I can see by the picture that this is snow creeping up the side of this tree that he has dug in a hole in. So I can tell it's a lot of snow. It's pretty white. There's not much to see. You can't tell where the ground is exactly. So from this picture I saw where it takes place, the setting, and I learned more about the character. Looking at this page right here, the illustration shows him in a hunting stance. You see where he's got his foot pulled up right here? His foot is pulled up. He's about to pounce on whatever he is looking for, right? So that tells me more about what he is doing. I don't have to just look at the words. I can also look at what he is doing with his body. The setting, so where does this take place? In the text it says, where will you go? And the illustration shows, where is he going? Oh, he's going into the woods to find more food. So this picture gave me more information than the words did. The words just says, where will you go? And the author is trying to make you look at the illustration and notice, oh, I know where he's going. He's going into the woods. So it's not just the pictures you want to look at and not just the words, but we want to make sure we pay attention to both when we're reading a story. Here's another example. The illustration supports the words that let us know how the fox is moving to catch the prey. Right here, the fox is crouching. He's kind of bending down, and it says, you crouch. So if you didn't know what that word was, well, look at the picture. What is he doing? You pounce. Well, if you didn't know what pouncing meant, you could see, oh, he's jumping up in the air like an arrow, like this, and you pierce the surface. If you didn't know what pierce meant, you could see, oh, he's going into the surface. So the illustration and the words all explain exactly what the fox is doing from step to step. Okay, now it's your turn to practice using illustrations to learn more about the characters and the setting. So we're going to come back together on Zoom and we're going to practice this and talk about it together before you go to your must-do. So meet me back on Zoom and we're going to go over what the illustrations and the words in this picture tell us about our character and our setting.